Hi, my name is Hans Decoz. I've been a numerologist for half a century, and I'm sure I look every minute of it. I'm also the numerologist for worldnumerology.com. Anyway, today I want to talk about something that is close to my heart, and that is the future with the generation that will see changes that are uncompared in history. I call it the Great Transition. And it's about those born after January 1, 2000 and what makes them special. A couple of decades ago, we ushered in the third millennium, 1,000 years during which every calendar year starts with a 2. Let me explain why, from a numerology perspective, that is important. As you probably know, the life path is the most important number in your chart, and it is based on the number sequence found in your date of birth. A sequence that consists of 6 to 8 digits, 1 or 2 for your month of birth, 1 or 2 for your day of birth, and 4 for your year of birth. And while your life path number is one number, it is based on all the numbers in your date of birth, all of which have an effect on your life path. Keeping that in mind, let's consider what happened when we went from December 31, 1999 to January 1, 2000. For 1,000 years, from the year 1000 to 1999, every baby born had at least one in their date of birth, because every calendar year started with a 1. That means that those born in the current millennium are guaranteed to have at least 2 in their year of birth. And equally important, they have 1 less 1 compared to those born before 1999. So you may be wondering why this is such good news. The meaning of the number 1 in numerology is individualism, independence, drive, but it is also confrontational, competitive, forceful, and uncompromising. The 1 is the warrior's number. It's a bold, dynamic energy. During the previous millennium, with the 1 dominant in all birth dates, our evolutionary development focused on the individual, pulling out the unique and pushing the limits in all areas: science, art, technology, even sports. We adored the pioneering individuals and their accomplishments, which helps us to make impressive advances in many areas. On the downside, and yes, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit for the purposes of clarity, it created a dog-eat-dog world with little empathy for those who did not stand out, did not make a fortune, did not paint masterpieces, did not become famous musicians or senators. The same ruthless energy that drove us to make great progress also brought us numerous wars and an unrelenting state of discord. Now, the number 2, present now at least once in every birth date after January 2000, is the direct opposite of the 1. The 2 is all about sharing. It's brotherhood, sisterhood, sensitivity, tact, diplomacy, cooperation. It is the peacemaker. It is a gentle but resilient energy, capable of empathizing with the pain and hopes of others. The 2 seeks harmony. It is tolerant, it is sacrificing, and it is loving. The 2 does not inhibit the freedom of an individual or limit their ability to express or create or think outside the box, but it substantially minimizes that egocentric competitive temperament. The two wants to work together to create an environment that benefits all of humanity. And just think of it like this. The switch to the current millennium added a healthy dose of those qualities into the mix, while at the same time removing at least some of the harsh, confrontational, self-oriented qualities of the one. Now, the two, like all numbers, also has a downside. It can be a liar, a cheat, an overly sensitive, making mountains out of molehills. It can be jealous, and when pushed too far, it can be vengeful and cruel. But the positive side is far more present, and the reason I am optimistic for the long haul. Obviously, this is a gradual metamorphosis. This transformation from 1000 period to the next doesn't happen overnight. And like any transformation, it's not entirely painless. You can expect the one to create considerable trouble before relinquishing its dominant position. It'll take time before the two has taken its rightful place and fully exerts its influence. But once it does, we will gradually see humanity grow stronger bonds between different people, countries, cultures, and even different religions. We will become more tolerant, more cooperative, and willing to share. But there's more. One of the more pronounced differences between the one and the two is that the former relates primarily to the mind. The one is calculating, opinionated, and can be ruthless. The energy of the two, in contrast, is motivated chiefly by the heart. Feelings rule, and that alone will push humanity in a more positive direction. We're in a time when the only way we will survive is to come together globally. Humankind will be forced to act as one. I'm thinking of climate control, a threat to humanity like we've never experienced. Climate change is pushing our planet to the brink of disaster, while we are distracted by rampant consumerism. Denying those facts won't make them go away, nor will it help us. What will help is to recognize that we are one and the same, that our fate is as closely tied as shipwrecked survivors in a lifeboat, and that this urgent need to come together, that is precisely the nature of the two. It inspires us to get together, to share the burden and the rewards. This is both an extremely scary and a magical time. If it were written like the epic adventure in a great novel, you wouldn't be able to put it down. While they manage to overcome the threat and survive, or will they, as a species, succumb and die out? Oh, I can't wait to read more. Just can't put it down. But don't forget, we are that story, and the danger is real. Our world, our daily lives need the diplomatic, tolerant, peacemaking tool to dominate the future. And lo and behold, here it is. And none to say, I dare say, too early. Thank you for watching.